Stop these three things, and then the universe can provide you with everything that you've wanted to manifest and more. And we wanted to make a clear distinction here. We never stop manifesting. So when we may believe and think, oh, I'm not manifesting anything, I can't seem to manifest, that's an incorrect statement. You are manifesting. We're manifesting all the time. So this brings me to the first belief, the first action, the first perception that we can have that can block our manifestations from happening, and that's the belief and perception of lack. What we manifest is purely based on what our beliefs are and how we're defining our reality. Because the feeling that we provide, that we feel, that we provide to the universe generates the vibration, and of course, the universe will send a vibration, a frequency back to us equal to what we're given off. If you keep believing in lack, or if you keep defining your reality with lack at the root of all of your emotions and your thoughts and feelings, then of course you're just going to keep being reflected back a lot of scarcity. Because if you believe that you are lacking something, you are defining that you need something that you don't have. And you cannot go on unless you do not have that need met. The belief in lack is what's caused the major root cause of so much problems in the world, and how we feel it individually and collectively. Because if you feel that you are lacking something, you are looking at the absence of something you feel that you need, and this of course generates a lot of fear. But of course, the thing with this is the universe is not lacking whatsoever. Lack, how we define it, does not exist in any way, shape or form. Just an illusion of lack. The universe is infinitely abundant. Now, what can happen if we keep defining our lack? In other words, if we keep focusing on what we don't have and have that as our main definition of our reality and go about our lives with that definition, therefore all our habits, our beliefs and our actions are relating to scarcity and lack, being like a poverty mindset. What happens is we are going to keep defining lack over and over again as our baseline frequency. If this is at our baseline frequency, then of course the universe is going to reflect back to us that vibration, and we're going to see experiences in our life that seem to define lack as a real thing. Lack by itself doesn't exist, but what can happen is scenarios that seem like lack is being generated. So if you keep saying lack, 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 the universe is going to go, okay, here's an abundance of lack. So this is why it might seem like you're getting nothing but lack, and almost like you're in an abundance of lack. It's because the universe is infinitely abundant, and it will provide in abundance whatever we are programming to be. So if we're programming something we believe and we're calling it lack, the universe is going to provide that. But equally, if we provide the vibration of prosperity and abundance, the universe is going to say, okay, and in an abundant way will shower us with abundance. So stop the belief and the feeling in lack, stop focusing on what you don't have, and start focusing more on what you do have. That's one, very powerful, because that generates the elevated emotion of gratitude, which is a much higher and faster vibration. You are then in a state of receivership, and then the universe loves gratitude, because if you're in that constant state of thanking the universe and being in the state of receivership, you're naturally going to keep receiving more anyway. So replacing lack with gratitude for what you do have, and then adopting the feeling, like in the law of assumption and Neville Goddard teachings, like what you want to manifest is already here. The second thing to stop is complaining. Now, this is it seems for a lot of us, an ingrained habit. All of these habits that we have that may prevent our manifestations from happening, it's all from programming and habits based on the experiences that we've had and any emotional trauma that we may still be holding on to. A lot of us might need to be clearing a lot of stuff and letting go of things. It does seem that it's very easy to adopt a habit of complaining, and we can do it without even realizing it or criticizing. You know, there's the inner critic where we criticize ourselves. So not only do we criticize maybe other people and situations, we're also very harsh on ourselves. And we criticize if we don't get something right, and we can belittle ourselves. That makes us shrink. That doesn't give our self-confidence any good. And if we're complaining all the time that something's always wrong, then we're never satisfied. We're never satisfied, and not only are we not satisfied and we're not showing that feeling of gratitude and appreciation, which again is the state of receivership and an elevated emotion, by the definition of complaining, we are stating that something's always wrong. And something's always wrong and it's affecting our happiness. So of course, that's the vibration we're going to be putting out. So consequently, we're always going to have things to complain about because that's what we're focusing on. We're defining this as, no, that's not good enough. That's not what I want. Or why are they doing this? Why are they doing that? Why can't this work out? Oh, well, I manifested that, but that's not fully what I want. Why couldn't it be like this or like that? Whatever you are saying to yourself, it's along that sort of dialogue. This puts so much blockages up to allow the universe to come in. You can just begin to let go of the complaining and the inner critic. Big thing that you can do for yourself is stop your own inner critic. You'll find that if you can stop criticizing yourself, you will naturally stop criticizing others and other situations around you. But if you're criticizing yourself first, then it's very difficult to stop criticizing other people and other things because you're focusing on a part of you that's unhappy and unsatisfied. But if you begin to be patient with yourself and focus on the positives, instead of complaining, focus on the things that are working. And if you can't find anything that's working in the mindset that you're currently at, then focus on very simple, basic things and just show appreciation for the clothes that you're wearing, the food that you're eating, the home that you're going to, or whatever it is. If you make the effort and choose to, you can most definitely look and find a positive somewhere, even if it seems to be insignificant to the worries that you're building up in your mind. Just start by habit, training your mind to find something positive instead of something to complain about. To begin with, that might be tough because your brain might be so wired to complain, and that's where that feeling is, but you've got to start somewhere. And by repetition, the more times that you can repeat a habit, the more it will become an ingrained root habit in your subconscious mind, meaning it's on autopilot eventually. There'll be more feeling behind it, it'll be much more easier, much more to define your reality, but you've got to start somewhere. Stop complaining, start focusing on the positive. The third thing to stop doing is feeling like you are a victim. Feeling that you are a victim to your circumstances, to your life and your situation. None of us are victims. We go through experiences for many different reasons. Some experiences that we go through on a soul level are because of what we chose to come into this life to learn for our soul's evolution and our consciousness. But also when we go through challenges, they are either resulting of things that we've manifested and not realized, or sometimes they are the lessons that we need to learn. The universe is like, okay, this is what you need to learn. So anything that comes across very, very difficult, any challenges that we go through, they are not at all any forms of punishment. They are not at all any forms of validation for your weakness or inferiority. And they are certainly not a definition that you are a victim and everyone else is just blessed. That is not true at all. We are all the same. So if you keep defining yourself as a victim, again, that's a very low energy and frequency that you are going to be emitting out to the environment around you. You will then have scenarios that seem to define your definition. If one thing that you can take away from this video today is that what we experience is based on what we define, what definition we are providing something. But we are all divinely, truly empowered to make a positive difference and change. Just have a simple affirmation as I am willing. I am willing to change. I am willing to stop feeling like a victim. I am willing to feel empowered and the creator of my life. Instead of feeling like you're a victim and everything's against you, just start saying, I am willing to stop feeling like a victim and to start being a conscious creator, because that's what you are anyway. You're creating all the time, just not doing it consciously. If you stop defining as being a victim and everything always being wrong, if you stop complaining, finding something to always be complaining about and nothing's always working, if you stop the belief in lack, that you're always lacking everything and you're focusing on that, focus on so much scarcity, if you can eliminate those 3 things, they are huge things to eliminate. These are what we would define as more as the core beliefs of lacking, of fear, of any kind of resistance, any issues that we have that's not working in our lives. No matter what habits we have or circumstances that don't seem to work out, they are all linked to one of these 3 things predominantly. If you can stop, if you can quit, if you can abandon these 3 perspectives, these habits, then you have so much more space, so much more capacity, and so much more energy. You've shifted your frequency, your point of attraction, you've elevated your consciousness to allow the universe to provide much more abundance to you, which of course will change and transform your life. But let me know in the comments down below how this video has resonated for you. Write down in the comment section these 3 things to quit: the belief in lack, complaining, victimhood, so that you get it cemented into your mind, into your subconscious mind, so that you can start to step into your true empowerment. And if you feel that you would like some guidance on how to let go of these limiting beliefs, to reprogram your subconscious mind and let go of the emotional trauma from any past experiences that you've had, so you can step into that place and start manifesting more happiness, success, and abundance, I do have one-to-one coaching programs available, and a special offer is currently on all of them. I also offer a free 20-minute discovery call where we can have a chat about the issues you feel that you would like to work on. We can put together a plan of what we can do to help, and if this resonates and this is something that you like to go ahead with, we can begin working together. You can find the link to book the free discovery call in the description down below or in the comments section pinned up at the top. But if you'd like to find out how you can raise your vibration so that you can shift your point of attraction, be ready to receive more abundance and elevate your consciousness, check out this video up here, 5 techniques to raise your vibration instantly.